This weather has been mostly warmer than average over the Great Plains and specifically the northern plains for the last couple of weeks or so. But in the last few days, you've obviously noticed it has also turned quite distinctly more humid. And that has an impact in the way that weather systems, even weak ones, can interact with the atmosphere to generate rainfall. Let's take a look at what the jet streams and the temperature patterns are doing this week, and it will largely remain fairly warm. Occasional intrusions of hot, and by hot I'm talking 90s to 100s. It's not going to be 100 degrees in Nebraska, but 90s this week at times. A lot of this orange is going to be at times 80s to around 90-ish or so, so there is plenty of warm weather around. It's really the southern states, though, where that hot weather is going to be concentrated. And it's still fairly cool. Some seriously cool intrusions will be coming out of Canada from time to time, and it might briefly dip down into the northern plains by the end of this week, but I expect that will be very temporary. Just a cold front that's likely to set off a round of showers and thunderstorms. The warm weather, though, will likely be back in the second week of this forecast. We're now talking about full June. So that's interesting that we're going to keep things fairly warm, it looks like, for a while. Stormy weather across the northern plains this weekend moves quickly out of the area this upcoming week. A plume of tropical moisture, possibly a tropical storm affecting the southeastern states. That will produce potentially torrential rainfall. Overall, the weather will be warm, which means areas that miss out on some of the storms are going to be wanting for moisture. But there is potential for some juicy rains out of some of these weather systems. So it's kind of the case of the haves and the have-nots, which is really fairly typical of midsummer weather. So we're looking at warmer than average weather continuing, and the rain coming from thunderstorms makes it inconsistent.